God, nay. Hello, Nick. Hello, Sola. Hello, Anna. Welcome, Lurk. Mighty the Lord is. Okay, so the thing that we're checking when I connect to the game these days is this. Basically, when you check here, if you check my how the game looks like here, like this is the server that you connect to, or not? It's not the server. It's the Naughty Dog authentication server, basically. This is not a gaming server. Just obviously when I get this, like it's 154 down and 0.35 up, right? Like right now, I think it will say that we are. Okay, let's just do it like this. Can we like put both on screen at the same time? Yeah, let's just do this. Hope you're doing good, Nay. It's good to see you. Here, we add this, but it's like here where you can hide something. Yeah, but basically here, if we disconnect, if we restart, you'll see that it will ping over here. I don't think you can see the mouse. No, you can't see the mouse, but it will. We can also like zoom in on this screen, I think, here. Here. So 6 tomorrow, that's a big age. I didn't even know she was that old. But yeah, either way, if you connect here, you can see that when you connect to the server, it's gonna ping like in California-ish at any point. It either does it in the beginning or the end. There, like here. These are the authentication servers in California. These do not actually do anything other than verify your account, and then they also help with matchmaking. I think she already had her. I think she already had her party. But it's like, yeah, it connects to the data center over in California. Well, I don't think it actually, this is not California, is it? That's, where is it? I forget. I don't know really what that state is. But yeah, either way. Your favorite year of life? That's 6. Straight bullshit, yeah. So we should be kept off of that. But yeah, like realistically, and now we connect to the game. Like now it's not sending any information whatsoever, like here, right? Like it connected to these two servers initially, but now there's no like consistent data to them, right? That's how you know that these data centers are shit all down over 6.7, yeah, well. So now it's still not doing anything. That's why I get 0134, because it only sends packets one time. But yeah, either way. When I start searching, you will see that every single person I'm connecting to shows up now. Look at this. This is amazing. Maybe I should do this. Hold on. So now I can see exactly where everyone that's playing this game is. So realistically, you don't really want to start shit with me because I know exactly where you live. But either way, so here right now, I thought it was GeoGuessr. Now it's GeoGuessr. This is Uncharted. And here, this is where the actual like host is. This is a person. This is not a player. I should probably not show some of that because it's me. So right now, currently, the entire player base is situated in this location. So you can count them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, now the host has migrated to here, to that particular person. Like right now, I have nobody left, right? So what happens when you look at the kids of the until 16? I think, yeah, I think this. Like right now, we can see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What's the 10? No, 9. No, I'm the 10th. What am I saying? So right now, the host player is situated down here in what is that? Fucking France. So like right now, I know exactly. Now the host is here in Spain. So basically, what I can do with this is I can see exactly where everyone is, or at least where they're connecting to. It doesn't mean that they're there. It just means that the server is there. Right. So this is how I can easily check how the game actually functions. This server over here, this one over here, it will only ever light up when I'm searching, when I start searching, or when I find players. Other than that, this server over here does nothing. So when you have some American retards going around being like, "Oh yeah, like oh with the American servers," there are no servers. This is how it fucking looks like when you play the game, right? It's a direct peer-to-peer system. So this guy is the host right now. This is not a server down here, like you see, like the controller. That's the host, right? And the other people, we're all just regular people. Sometimes it will mark me as the host as well, which is when you get generally severe advantages. Uncharted 4 does not have a server. It uses peer-to-peer network. Yeah, but that's how I also know how the game actually because the game sends data in a very particular way. So I know exactly what it's doing. So whenever you got people like Devoy claiming bullshit, it's like you can literally check how the data is actually being sent. Should have made it into a vid, yeah, maybe. But then you're gonna have a bunch of Uncharted players being like, "Oh, he's confirmed cheating. He can see network data." It's like, yeah, I'm not DDoSing you, bro. I could, but I'm not going to. What the fuck, John Lennon? Yeah. Forgot a good Netdumas are. Yeah, I mean, I don't really use mine. Like, I think mine Netduma may be the reason I keep getting the network warning. So I may switch to my other router as well. Because I said before, I used to have two routers just so I didn't get DDoS on one. Like, if I get DDoS on my PC, it doesn't DDoS me on my PlayStation. Like, that's generally why I use two routers. But I stopped doing that, and I guess maybe that kind of I didn't get the network for like literally like 6 months after I switched, but I don't know. It doesn't show their IP unless you like want to. If you can use like a third party like thing to like pull their IP, but it's kind of I don't do that obviously, but I think you can. Like I've looked into like people how they pull IPs and stuff, and it's pretty easy, unfortunately, on peer to peer games. Like you don't even the thing is you don't even need a fucking like PlayStation like mod kit that a lot of people have. Like there's a lot of Uncharted players that obviously pull your IP straight from the match and they just put it in like a free booter, but like um, that requires a lot more effort. I think the Doom is probably the best way to pull IPs, though you shouldn't do it. I mean technically it could be illegal, so we're not doing any of that. I know wireless and PS4 to your own PC. Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's like one of the bigger issues with it. I think you can do it on the new Duma as well, because I think the Duma shows all networking like connections that are made either from you to another service or vice versa. So generally, if someone tries to DDoS you, you can also tell that. And so, like, I think the reason you have it is so you know exactly who is doing something to you if they're trying to. May not necessarily know exactly where they live or anything, but you have verifiable evidence that someone is trying to stress you around. You have to be on wireless. Well, the majority of Uncharted 4 players currently on wireless. Yeah, but the thing is, like Naughty Dog, this game does not have a server. You can bend the definition. It has a data center or like an authentication server. It has one in California, or where their HQ is, which is like what the state above California. I don't know my geography, but what a great mess this is. But yeah, either way, it has an authentication server. The only thing this server does is that it authenticates that you have PlayStation Plus, that you're not banned, that you own the game, etc. Like it basically verifies the PlayStation license. And when you start searching for matchmaking, it's also responsible making sure that you have an actual connection once you start matchmaking. It does send data to this verification server like frequently. I think that specifically is to make sure that you aren't like playing the game without the PlayStation connection or whatever. You got the new one. Nah, I got this one like 5 years ago, but I think it's the same software as the new ones. I got the R3, I believe. Yeah, I do. I used to have Netgear Nighthawk R300 before, but well, I still have it. I just don't use it that much. Like, I don't think generally necessarily it's like super worth it unless you're like, you know, willing to. There's just a lot of people in this game that are very suspicious, and there's a lot of things. If you want to like, wow, I'm up with 5 people. If you want, if you want to actually know how it functions, it's good to have one. You can, I mean, you can change your IP on any router. It just takes a little bit of work, but yeah, like if I get DDoS or if I notice that someone is trying to do something, I just switch IPs pretty much immediately. But it does a lot of stuff. Like it is very hard to DDoS on a Duma from my experience. Like people have tried, but I think it's only worked like once in the past like 2-3 years. It probably depends who's doing it. If they're competent, they probably manage. But we're talking about Uncharted players. Most of them aren't that competent. Like the main thing I want to do is just like limit my bandwidth on like on a certain aspect. Like if I can limit my bandwidth to PS5, I'll see how like slow it goes. Like I can do that on my other router, but for some reason it seems to be a very hard feature like for routers to do, being able to like throttle the internet connection of certain devices. Obviously, I mean this could be very advantageous in Uncharted. You can have really good connection and still get lag, which is why I think a certain someone in this community has been doing that for a long time. Which is why they get lag advantages, but their stuff still looks fine. Is this a subscription? No, it's you just buy the router once and then you have it forever. You're mogging them? I am, but unfortunately we're still losing, so. Bro, I am fighting a small nation! Here, help me, teammates. Teammates? Like, I got Funk Sinatra over here. I'm not there! No, like you buy the router once and then you get the software forever. It's very handy. How you doing anyway? It's nice. Good to see you. Dead, aren't I? What? What has happened? There's too many enemies on my screen, bro. And this guy's name is literally Simog or Simog. Trying to renovate a house and I'll keep saying, yeah, that makes sense.
It's time to show him what's what.
I mean, remember when we renovated my grandparents' house? That was not that fun. It's good to do though. All looks nice afterwards. Bro, there's too many enemies on this map. I think my brute just kicked the grenade when it's... Bro, I need help here! Bro, Imagine I won this match, I would have like 60 down. I got 27. 27 out of 14, bro. Oh no, oh no. Oh no! I'm gonna lose that. Why is my birthday? Our account. Like I'm 28 and 11 and we're like 60 to 40. If we had like a better team, I could have had like 80 downs in this match. All of that even. Ooh. I need someone to carry me. Yeah, I'm assuming that you have some help. But yeah, either way, you can check metadata. Yeah, you can also do that. But like generally, like let's say right now I disconnect from the game, right? And I zoom out from this thing. I mean, the thing is, realistically, the only reason I have this is so I can actually tell. I'm not doing it for any nefarious purpose. I'm not doing this to pull IPs or anything. And I can tell you if I was, I could have. I'm just not doing it because I'm not a piece of shit. But like, generally, when you connect to the game, it will show you exactly what's happening with the game. Right? And the thing is, you can see active traffic, so that's what main matters. That's how I know that I'm not talking out of my ass. Pay a little bit more to get a house that didn't need stripping. Yeah, that would be useful. Who cares about Last of Us 3, man? There's like right now when I connect to the game, you'll see like a short spike on the top left and kind of like. You know that also Last of Us, the show season 2 is coming out soon, isn't it? Yeah, like here when you connect, you'll see soon here and there. These are the authentication servers. The game, as I said, the game does not have servers. It has an authentication server, and then it has peer-to-peer system. So you connect directly to every other player in the lobby. The only thing the server does, as I said, is verifies that you have PlayStation Plus, that you are online, and that you are searching and matchmaking. That's pretty much all it does. So you can see this pretty consistently, and you can see it very easily when you run into actual players. So if you have a bunch of Yankees, Yankee Doodle Doos, and Americans in this game acting like, oh yes, we Americans, we have the server, it's all those laggy Europeans. No, they are talking out of their ass because the game does not use a server system. And even if it did, it wouldn't really fucking matter anyways. So yeah, as usual, you can ignore the Americans, but because they're a bunch of idiots. Not everyone, but a lot of them are. So, when you connect to the game now, the weird thing is though that it only sends data like once. I know I keep getting the fucking network warning. Like it's always like 0 and 36 or something. But yeah, either way. And as I said, when you search for a game, it will blink again when I start searching here. There, see, it's blinking, right? So what happens is when you start searching, it immediately send some data back and forth to that server. Actually, it's sending it from it. I can actually check more, but then I have to show my IP on screen. I don't want to do that. But like here, now when I'm connecting, it's going to generally blink. I think it only does it the first time you start searching, though. I don't think it does it every time. So right now, like all the other white dots is the other people in the match, right? So right now, every single person in this match is European, not a single American. So immediately when I close the game, it goes gray. So it's like you can check pretty much perfectly that you are actively connected to these people or servers or whatever it may be. Yeah, I don't think I want to do plumbing and wiring just because I don't want to be around plumbing and wiring. Yeah, I'm not sure how London works in regard, or, well, I'm not sure if you're in London, but I'm assuming you are. I mean, I obviously lives in East London, so that's like an actual country. I'm not sure about the rest of it. Like people's houses are stake of piss and shit. I mean, the thing is, we're living in a world right now when, like, the billionaires can literally solve every single issue for us, but they're trying to become the fucking Mars Messiah or building data centers so they can, like, literally milk us all dry of everything that happens. Like, imagine if we lived in a world where supervillains weren't actually in charge of it. Imagine if, like, we're living in a world right now where, like, if Thanos was here, he would be like, what the fuck? I don't have to do anything. These guys are gonna kill each other. Like, we're living in a world right now where Sauron, George Orwell's 1984, Skynet, and I forget what the book is about, Mars Messiah, which Elon is trying to be. We have all the supervillains in one dimension right now. We're only missing like Thanos and like Doctor Doom and like the Joker or Lex Luthor. Then we'll have the full. But yeah, either way, here now it's connected. I'm gonna have to change my IP, by the way. I'm gonna have to like reconnect. Otherwise, someone's probably gonna try to pull my IP or something. But here, for example, look here. I'm connected to this fucking server. Server allowed. You allow the server, whatever. But either way, I'm not connected to it. You're not connected to it. All you do with authentication server, you send data occasionally, right? So now when I start searching, it's gonna blink. One time, it's gonna blink. Boom. I think it there. Sorry, now it blinks there. Now it no longer blinks. It only sends some data occasionally. I think this is why you're allowed to lag switch in this game. Apparently, we get some guy down here. Because but for some reason, this authentication server only sends data at very particular intervals. I think the only reason lag switch, I think the only reason you get kicked has nothing to do with anything other than the fact that I think it's just a failsafe within the game's code that if you are AFK for 30 seconds, you just get kicked by default. Like I think the game just has some like weird safe codes in this scenario. I think the only time it pings this server in the left is when you're finding players or when the host is migrating. I think that's all it does. Sauron would literally be considered more left-wing than an average politician. He definitely would, because at least he was giving jobs to the orcs. Big cog in the wheel, aren't we all? If only us middle-class workers that actually, made the world a habitable place, they weren't treated like absolute disposable garbage. If only the companies cared about human lives, maybe we wouldn't be here tonight. Also, if people actually cared about human lives, they didn't vote for these politicians that would kill us all. But that's a different discussion. Like, the UK is just like has the 7th prime minister in like 10 years. Meanwhile, the United States is trying to create Kim Jong-un 2.0. I would say Putin, but I think that Kim Jong-un is probably equally incompetent in a lot of ways. I think Putin is a little bit too competently comparable. Is that your PS4? Is it a fan? I don't hear anything. Unless you mean this. But that's a game. Pierced armor? Well. Oh, man. Like, the UK, I don't think you have any good candidates. An actual Mong. Is Mong actually flagged by the filter? That's hilarious. Man. The UK sure knows how to pick its politician, I'm telling you that much. Actually, the world does, because the world just loves voting for the worst people. People vote for the most incompetent, evil, fucked up people, and then we complain when it backfires. Not all of us do, of course, but enough people do to the point that they are in power. Yeah, generally, they not having any good candidates is a symptom of the fact that all the good candidates have lost in the past. Because other people didn't vote for them or their own party. In the position in the United States, their own party will usually sandbag their own candidates just because they want to run someone that doesn't upset the status quo. Which in this scenario is Israel. The only reason Kamala Harris wasn't allowed to oppose Israel when running for president was because of the fact that AIPAC owns the United States. Meaning that the Democrats would not want to upset that in any way, shape, or form, and the conservatives just straight up want to give Netanyahu nuclear weapons. We can bomb Israel and not like fucking Palestine and Lebanon and whatever out of existence. So obviously, voting for Kamala would always be the better choice, but ultimately they don't want to upset the status quo, so they will sandbag anyone like Bernie Sanders. That obviously doesn't want Netanyahu like Hitler over here to just eradicate an entire ethnicity of people. So he got sandbagged by his own party because fuck him. Like, if the Americans actually learned to run an actual fucking socialist democracy for once, but no, they can't. They can run a center right or they can run a far right. That's what they can do. The Americans don't know what socialism is. They just think that anyone that opposes their opinion is a liberal, and it's like, no, that's not the case, dumbass. Personally, order a preemptive strike on a sovereign nation. Yeah, not to mention too that they wrongly took out everything that they ever wanted out of the U.S. deal as well, or deal as I say. It's basically a fucking payoff. It's absolutely absurd. Iran got everything. They got $300 billion. They got. I can't even go through all of it, but it's just fucking insane. Like Iran, and all. Meanwhile, in the United States, they can't even fucking paint a pool. Like, what the fuck is happening, bro? Reform. Oh no. Oh no. You don't get rewarded for working? Yeah, well, that's what happens when you keep voting for conservative or centrist parties and not, socialist ones. The problem is the fact that there's a lot of socialist parties that are completely full of shit that don't actually uphold those ideals. That's why you need someone like Bernie Sanders that actually you can believe actually holds those values, because he's been doing it for fucking 60 years. Like, if you keep voting for people that clearly don't give a flying fuck about the population or being honest, well, you're gonna get a party that doesn't give a shit about the population and lies about everything. Yeah, but I think in the US also, the UK also has like a big issue with racism. I mean, the amount of propaganda you've seen about like immigrants stabbing people in London, whatever. And for reference, the US has like, what is it? Per capita, the US is like, what, 15 times more like knife crimes, and like literally like 1,500 more gun related crimes. But the propaganda running wild about you, like, oh, London is unsafe because of the immigrants with knives. It's like, yeah, go to the US, bro. Go to New York, and you probably get robbed within like 10 minutes. The thing is, for me, like me personally, I would gladly pay 20-25%. I pay 19.7% of taxes if I know that that money is actually going to healthcare, medicine, school tuition, like food for children. And that's the thing. In Sweden, we had a social democracy for 80 years, which is why we have these things, because the social democracy led it to the fact that the middle class made sure that the government was only comprised of other middle class workers, meaning that they understood the value of working, they understood the value of a family, they understood the value of just simply existing on a day-to-day basis. So everything that they did provide for the country was things that were good for the country, right? Such as good health care, such as union rights, such as collective rights. We have 25 paid vacation days a year. I don't think the US has any, not legally required at least. Because we voted for the fucking socialist Democrats for so fucking long that we managed to actually end up with a fucking societal utopia. And today we got these fucking so-called libertarians being like, "Oh yeah, I don't care anymore." Like, "Oh, like I don't like Sweden." It's like, shut the fuck up, bro. The only reason you're even alive today is because you're living in a fucking perfect country. Same thing with Norway and Finland, right? And just people that basically have everything still love to complain about things, right? But either way, because the fact that Sweden actually has this, nowadays we're kind of falling a little bit because we don't have a social democrat party anymore. We have kind of like a centrist party, and then we have some righters and some far right, whatever. So right now we don't really have anyone that's actually pushing better things for our country. Yeah, because people aren't scared of the ambulance. Not to mention the U.S. if they call the cops, they may shoot you, thinking that you were the perpetrator, because they thought that the gum packet you had in your back pocket was a gun. And didn't Saikin work with ATMs as well? I remember some people telling me that he would just like call someone while he was working, just because a lot of times like a white cop would just look at him or drive up to him when he was working with ATMs, because he's a black guy working with ATMs. And that's the thing. In the US, just being a black person around a fucking like ATM would be like a killable offense to them. And what would happen is the police would just shoot you dead, and then they would just like, oh, I was fearing for my life. It was a black man with a potential gun. And then get off with paid leave for like 6 months. They literally get vacation for it. Can you play a match? Yeah, I'm eating, bro. I love that, dude. Yeah, well. But yeah, the United States is like actively fucking dangerous. Like, it's very obvious when like Americans go to Europe. They're like, oh wow, people are so friendly here. Like, they're so trusty. Yeah, that's because people aren't working around with a fucking 24 round Glock 45 in their back pocket at any given time. It's because we can actually trust other human beings not to shoot us on sight because we offended them in some way or another. Black Nephilim. Oh yeah, what were you saying? I'd say I disagree with the policies on immigration and for Arch wants people to work. Yeah, I guess. I think generally when conservative parties tell you about, their policies on immigration, it really just comes down to fuck everyone and not really about immigration whatsoever. It's just a way for them to garner voters from racist people. Not saying that you are, but the thing, as I said, when the fact that socialist parties tend to lie a lot, it also applies to conservative parties. Meaning that you don't really have an option in a lot of countries to actually vote for a fucking proper political party because they're all fucking compromised. Because they all have like some fucking personal agenda, like to cut taxes or give themselves money out their fucking own ass. 20-inch Rambo knives. Yeah, we also got to consider the fact that like Americans also carry those. I think my favorite thing is when was it like Temptation got killed and people were like, "Oh, it was a robbery gone wrong." I mean, like, what do you mean a robbery gone wrong? Generally, when people rob someone, they do it with the intent to steal something from them, right? If that person ends up dying, well, that's kind of like the like expected outcome. I feel like, because generally, if that person actually fights back, they'll probably die. So I find it really funny when they're like, "Oh, it's a robbery gone wrong." You're like, "Oh, he's dead." It's like, yeah, I mean, it definitely went wrong, but like, what is the other outcome really? A robbery gone right, he didn't die. Like, I know what you're saying, but I feel like the distinction of words is okay, garbage. Yeah, but you also live in fucking Norway, bro. A lot of kids are really fucking tall these days, so it's fucking uncanny. Like, Mikey Chomp. What are you writing like this? Don't talk like that. Thanks for the follow. Being tall, bad back. Yeah, well, I mean, being tall has a lot of benefits, but also a lot of disadvantages. Just like being short. Though being short's most disadvantage comes down to cosmetics, its appearance. Like, like being tall is more about health issues. Being short is more about cosmetic purposes. So you kind of, what do you choose? Really, I think being in the middle is probably the best. Being over 25, bad back. Everyone has bad backs. 2026, bro. Humans weren't built to live. Literally that reason. I mean, if you have an ergonomic chair and you actually sit up properly, but I think I was not a sneaky suspicion that Nate sits like a pretzel. Like sometimes when I play upside down. Like I saw this in a 6'5" German. Yeah, but the problem is like people are getting so fucking tall these days too. Like humanity is getting ridiculously big over this past like 30 years. Like I'm willing to bet that every single boy born after like 2050 is gonna be over like 6'5". Every single fucking one, except maybe the ones in like China and like obviously like in regions where advertising not all. But you know, Lord of the Rings, right? There's something called the what the fuck are they called? The not the new, the Numenorians, I think, right? And all of them are like 9 feet tall. That's the way I feel like humanity's heading. LARPing means the live action role play. But yeah, you're. I mean, and at the same time, like middle class complaints are right. Like there is a housing crisis pretty much globally. There is an affordability crisis pretty much globally. There's a grocery crisis globally. There's an oil crisis globally. And all of it comes down to the fact that humanity is simply too fucking stupid to know who to vote for. So they vote for Trump and they destroy the economy. They vote for fucking, reform or whoever the fuck they're voting for in the UK. And then they fuck something up. And then they vote for the other party and they fuck something up even more. Then they vote back for the other party, they fuck up something more. So over the course of 12 years, they'll literally only destroy the country furthermore. The problem, and the thing is, same thing in Sweden. Like we have a good social democracy, but then you have people that make it their entire identity to like hate gay people or immigrants or whatever, and then you have people that make it their entire identity to be a gay person. So it's like you end up in a situation where people no longer care about what actually matters. What actually matters is whether or not the upper class is actively destroying our nation to profit for themselves, or if they are, making things better at the expense of, maybe taxes or whatever it may be. As long as they're making things better, I would say that if they're actually verifiable doing it, I'd say support them, vote for them, whatever. But that's not where we are. People like to vote for people that tell them what they want to hear, not what they actually are going to do or what they actually do. So right now, in a position where people love getting lied to, and they keep voting for things that actively make their life worse. Meaning that we obviously have big problems because we don't vote for the fucking right people. And then you got all these retards in the world being like, oh, politics isn't for me. Like, oh, I just vote for whatever. It's like, yeah, you're the reason that the world is on fire, dipshit. Making any real and decent changes. I mean, that's the whole thing. Because every time one candidate wins and tries to do something, the other candidates or the other people are basically sandbagging them to maintain the status quo. For example, look at the United States. When Obama was trying to move forward towards social democrat principles like Obamacare, whatever, well, the entire DNC was basically sandbagging him, and the entire Republicans was blaming him for everything and going at his tan suit or whatever, just like coming up with all kinds of bullshit to pretend like just attack him, right? So they're actively destroying things that he's trying to do. Like Joe Biden, for example, tried to introduce a bill to improve infrastructure across the country, right? Because in the United States, if you know, the United States have very loose vehicle manufacturing and vehicle consumer laws, meaning that you can easily drive a truck that weighs like 50 tons down the fucking road. And this actively destroys American roads that are already relatively fragile. So across the United States, half the country looks like basically a third world country with broken roads where you can barely fucking drive across, right? But the thing is with this is the fact that they are literally when Donald Trump shows up, he's like, oh, Biden did this? I don't want this. So anything that actually improves and actually helps the nation that they try to do, it get absolutely fucking yoinked by the ankles whenever a conservative party wins. So anytime you try to create progress over the course of 4 years, well, if the opposite candidate wins in the next after that, well, every single thing that you try to do now gets pulled back because it's a lot easier and faster to destroy something than it is to create something, right? Shut up, Jar. I mean, it's like it's not necessarily all too, but it's like yeah, it's like people always ruin things, and it's like the court of U4 pubs. So it's like yeah, obviously you could say it's a double-edged sword in this end. Well, I mean. Single cell protozoa. I mean, it's like we're living in a world right now, and it's just like people just don't do good decisions. Like the only reason that Elon Musk and Bill Gates and fucking Larry Ellison, Peter Thiel, Alex fucking Karp, Mark Zuckerberg, because all of these billionaires, the only thing they care about is more money and more influence, right? So they can do whatever the fuck they want. They can rape children on an island. Like that's all they care about, right? So when you vote for like Trump, for example, he gives them all they want. He gives them government contracts, he gives them tax cuts, he gives them everything that they want. So obviously, all of these people will obviously back Trump because it's beneficial for them personally. It has nothing to do with improving the nation, right? So all the people that voted for Trump thinking that he would make grocery prices and gas prices lower, well, they're retarded because obviously that was never going to happen if you have any kind of social awareness or even pattern recognition. Trump is completely and utterly full of shit. It's just Americans are so dumb that they worship him like Jesus. So in a position right now where, like, yeah, everything fucking sucks because the Americans ruin everything for the rest of us. And because of the fact that they do this, they have more power to, like, actually engage in election fraud in other countries, such as Germany, such as Belgium, such as the UK. Like, they try doing a lot of election fraud in the UK as well. Like, Elon Musk is clearly involved in a lot of propaganda campaigns. And we know that the Kremlin is. We know that the Kremlin literally paid people all over the world to do these propaganda campaigns. We know that Israel and the Mossad owns fucking millions, maybe not millions, but thousands of influence all over the world, and a bunch of spam bots that do the same thing. So right now, the entire world is basically controlled by billionaires that want to kill us all to make a little bit more money. And then you have people like Netanyahu, they just want to eradicate an entire like, population. And the Americans are giving him all they want. The Americans are basically in charge of right now trying to merge their military with Israel. And the defense they use is like, oh yeah, if you don't like us, or you're anti-Semitic. It's like, oh, you don't like America. It's like, shut the fuck up, man. Like, you're just weaponizing language. We know what you're doing. More toxic people than me. I mean, if you play this game now, bro, I got a guy like on my dick every day called One-Eyed Lair, and the guy's really obsessed with like deathless runs. He doesn't really get them very often, but he's very obsessed with getting deathless runs. And he killed me one time with a Pack 80 from Blind Fire. He went like 9-6 in the match, and I went like 28-3. But he's like, oh, this Raptor guy is absolutely garbage. He's racist and never took responsibility for his actions, whatever. And it's like, who are you? You literally showed up overnight. How the fuck would you even know this, bro? What are you talking about? But either way, this little fucking weasel is just, he leaves every game. He talks a lot of shit. He thinks he's better than everyone in the fucking game because he sometimes gets 0 death matches. Sometimes, I mind you, like maybe once every 6 hours, but... Angry Panda. You do not want to get him. The Trump Jesus arc? Yeah, well, I mean, Americans just want someone to worship because they've all been indoctrinated to follow authority. Without evidence, mind you. And like, we're unfortunately in this weird pocket dimension right now where nothing ever gets better. We get diarrhea forever. And yes, there is a lot of Americans that obviously aren't fucking retarded. There is a lot of Americans that actually do make good decisions that are absolutely being bumfucked by the conservative majority that the conservatives are not majority in the U.S., but they are majority in terms of the electoral college. The electoral college is the system that they use, and basically to make it so small states don't get completely like overrun by big states. Because the United States simply... Because basically, if the United States use a different system, if they use a majority system like the rest of the world does, basically what would happen is that the candidates would only run to the biggest states, and they would only campaign in those states, right, to get the majority of voters. The Electoral College requires like them to kind of like go to their own locations. But unfortunately, what really happens is that the conservative majority, usually like Arkansas, like Oklahoma, like all these like backwater garbage locations, the conservative candidate goes there and says, oh, I'm going to give you all guns, trucks, weapons, hot women. I'm going to get rid of all the immigrants. And they're like, oh, yes, we will support you no matter what. We will die for you, Hitler. And it's like, these people are lost. But unfortunately, a lot of their electoral college votes actually do play in a lot into this system, meaning that Trump could beat Hillary Clinton despite losing 5 million voters, which is insane. Because the actual majority doesn't mean anything if you have the electoral college on your side, which is why the conservatives like Fox News run like propaganda campaign networks like all the fucking time in these like rural backwater places, and they don't know anything else. They have no They are the last in education, the last in healthcare, the last in every single fucking social metric. They're basically fucking Africa in a lot of like United States, right? But because of the fact that they're being systematically indoctrinated by all this bad faith propaganda from conservative majority parties, well, they are just completely lost. But unfortunately, their votes actually pay in a lot into it. A 3-course meal. Well, I'm talking. Only hot women, no hot men. Though, to be fair, the Conservative Party loves talking about men, so. So, alright, Anna will join and she will host. Then we can play. Maybe we get some decent matches against. Versing purposes. I mean, I don't talk with people that obviously don't understand what I'm saying, so. Yeah, she'll do that too. But yeah. You stop you. But like, yeah, obviously, this is my stream, so I can say whatever I want, generally. Alright, I'm done with my food, okay? Well, I had food all day. What are you doing? Alright. You come here to watch the game? I come here to podcast. I need to wash my hands. But yeah, the only takeaway from this podcast section of the stream is stay informed about your political candidates and don't vote for Hitler. That's probably the best you can do for the future of humanity and your current life. And unpaid cereal. No, it was a burger. At least it wasn't me. So, washing hands, surely. Chicken wings. I don't know. I mean, I don't really eat chicken wings or like kebab or pizza, like generally. I don't eat those like blue collar food anymore. Now we only eat burgers and Greek food and Italian food. The Italian food would be in pizza, but I think generally Italian pizza is like thin crust. I mean, a lot of people, bro. Every blue collar worker that goes out partying on Friday eats fucking kebabs, man. Like doner kebabs are like the only thing you motherfuckers eat. Just wipe it on your trousers. Unfortunately, I'm a cleanly man. I like being clean, so. Kaka plays well. Yeah, but Kaka also speed glitches. So fuck him. I don't even think he even plays pubs. He only plays fucking private games. That's what Brexit was called. Oh, fucking Brexit, man. Don't get me started on fucking Brexit, you fucking idiots. Fucking Brexit. Fried pigeon. I mean, that's the thing, bro. Like, when you're dehydrated, everything tastes amazing. The reason that people like fucking love pizza and kebab or whatever, because it's like it's carb as fuck. So it's like when you're dehydrated, you're just eating carbs. It's like, you know, an oasis in the desert. like, like you literally show up there like fucking Sandman. Like this is how you look like if you. The thing is, when I drink alcohol, I always drink a lot of water, so I don't really get like hangover or really like dehydrated or anything. But what is it? Sandman, Spider-Man. Like if you don't drink water while while drinking alcohol, like yeah, you're not gonna be doing too good. Well, there's one picture in particular that I like. Mr. Sandman. Yeah, but generally, I mean, generally, if you drink alcohol without drinking water, I mean, you'll just end up looking like this. So getting a kebab or anything like that, it's great. I love that shit. Mr. Sandman. No one's getting chicken wings after a drink. Yeah, maybe not. But I think, but chicken wings are relatively, it's still kind of like, it's still protein. It's still lean. It's not um, like kebab and pizza is just like, ah, yes. I'm gonna. What is it called when you put like a fucking like dough to, you put a dough under like a blanket, not a blanket, but like a towel, and you let it like swell. That's how I feel like if I eat pizza or kebab, so I don't do it anymore. May I add you later? Yeah, sure you could add me. But I only really play with people I know. If I see this rocket launcher, play out a game one time to lose my sanity. Bread makes me smell like Mr. Blob. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like just bread or like any kind of like carb. Just like I think fries are fine, but like any type of like bread that you get out of with kebab. I mean, you can get kebab with fries too, of course. But the thing is, when you get kebab with fries, they always like fucking kill it with like garlic sauce. Like I'm like, hey, I want a little bit of garlic sauce, and like, oh, garlic sauce. Oh, you said garlic sauce. Here, I'll give you all the garlic sauce that we have in the entire kitchen. You're like, oh, okay. I said a little bit, not all of it, not all of it, but here's what it is. Typical Sweden. My friend Akib on your lobby. It's a lag switcher. Yeah, but garlic sauce is fine, but not when it's literally like drowned in it. Like I want kebab with garlic sauce, not garlic sauce with kebab. Hmm? Garlic mayo. Man. Eh. It's just like, it's just, I don't know. I used to like that shit when I was like 21, 22, but I hate it now. Like, I used to love pizza and stuff. I think the only thing that I still eat from my childhood is like fried rice and like burgers. Other than that, I don't really like too much else. And burgers can be very hit or miss depending on what you get them. There's a very large amount of like differences in burger quality and obviously ingredients. Lip sing. Fuck says lip sing. Fuck, fucking British people and their slang, bro. That ping pang in it, bro. That's fucking minging. Fucking minging. It's like, it's funny when I play Call of Duty with all the fucking British people as well. It's just like, I'm like, I can't take him serious, man. No offense to any British person in stream, but you know how fucking ridiculous your slang sounds. Tommy was jokes, bro. Tommy is like the biggest blue collar worker in the history of blue collars. Like it's like there's a version of it like him exactly like in Call of Duty. That's like exactly the same as he is. These grow on trees, mate. Fucking Uncharted playing some Madagascar City TDM. Fucking last show for you. Bro, it's so fucking dumb. Someone say piss take today, another meant having a bad take about something. I mean, the thing is, like, I met a little bit too many British people in my time on video games. You pick up a little stuff from them. Oh, this fucking, I mean, I don't know what to say. Realistically, it's like an insult because, like, I feel like half of like you British slangs are like slurs. I literally can't like finish. I don't know what to say. Like it's like funny when what's his name Amari was every time he dies to Mexican because his name is J-Mex. Like this fucking J-Mex, bro. It's not a slur, but it kind of sounds like one. No! So the entire team is using Faust. I love this shit. Call him a bag. Fucking bag. Now I'm already US.
Can't believe I let Nate talk me into this.
Like, isn't there minge as well? Like, I know it's minging, but isn't there something called minge as well?
Go ahead, get up. That's it for you.
Fucking Akib bum. You fuck out of here. You fucking bum. I can't do it. Like, if I could do like an American like Southern accent, that would be funny. Oh my god, shit on.
Not your day. Hey, I get a coke.
That was obviously not a Texan accent.
Didn't like you anyway.
Minge. Yeah, I always thought it was minge and not like. But it no, when it like it's minge, and then when you're using it like as then it's minging. What is ming? No, bro. Are they the same? Are they the same like slang? Like minging and minge? Minge? Ming? I mean, UK isn't even speaking English anymore, bro. I don't know what you're speaking over there. But it ain't languages. Okay, minging means gross. Minge means vagina. Like you could have chose like a more disgusting word if you tried. Man, bro.
Oh shit.
Fucking bag, the fucking Rafika. Fucking help me, bro. What the shit? My dad left.
It's time to show him what's what.
Yeah.
Hey, you're gonna need more than that to stop.
Taking the fucking piss. I'm like, shoot him, kill him. Fucking kill him. Kill him on jar.
Oh shit.
No. I also love that the mines in this game are like actual like fucking nuclear bombs. What is it that the Vap always used to say? He's sure he's Irish, but it's like, are you taking the piss, mate? You're like, are you taking? It's hard to get these accents right, to be honest. If I practice them, I could probably get good at them, but this is basically the top of my head right now. Oh, good shots, bro. Good shots, bro. Mate. I mean, it's kind of like you can't say mate. You say mate. Australians are just British people that have maxed out their skill trees, so. But I feel like Australians at least speak like English. Shit on. Fucking shit on, bro. Taking the fucking test. Yeah, that's true actually, yeah. But I don't know, like he was Irish, Scottish. I'm not sure what he was, really, or is. Like a lot of accents and dialects is just like switch like one vowel for another. Irish is just like replace every A with an E and you get Irish. Replace every E with an I and you got Scottish. Look at this grade A flank, bro. grade A. Bro. Fuck it up.
You needed my help on that one.
Ooh, double headshot.
How do I do it? That's a good question.
Like, what are the other lip smacking? Oh my god, the double fist punch. We're just doing every dialogue at the same time now. Chin the what? Cheeky gint. My grandma asked if people wanted more beef. Schindler and the Gint, cheeky. Bro. Ah, I'm dead. What are you doing, man? I've been blind for like 10 shots. What is that? What is that clip with the kid that says "fucking mingin"? Hold on, I gotta find it. Maybe I should. Also, I'm gonna have to change my IP address after this stream as well. What is this one? What is this one?
Calypso.
Sure, it's on. It's for you.
Just this Calypso. It is fucking minging. Paradise punch lemonade. It is fucking minging.
Having a kid sounding like this.
Minging is fucking minging.
Like, why do even the kids sound like? It's so funny with like British accents. Like, even your kids sound like adults, but it's like with high pitched voices. It's so fucking funny.
Down.
It's fucking me, fucking me. Die, thank you.
Wanna get good? Watch me work.
They're like miniature version of adults. Fucking no. Go down this line, yes. Sounds like Lennon, yes. And it's funny because like Pumas and Barry, they're like, oh yeah, like Raptor can like shoutcast some of these like competitive matches. And they said something that Panic like couldn't do it just because of the way his like accent sounds. Like everything just sounds condescending and arrogant. Like there's something like with that particular British accent that it's like no matter what you say, you always sound like an asshole. It's weird. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I don't really know what the status is in Uncharted Reloaded right now. I'm sure like Sky will be able to get people back soon, but I don't know how soon or if it's even worth it at this point. Oh, you're not dead. What? Pulling out the Harbinger.
Should probably just follow the gunfire.
Harbinger. Like, I can't even do a Swedish accent. I wish I could. Like, fucking fall. Please jump over this. Please jump over this. I will climb this. Why do you always have a fucking mine, bro? You always have a fucking mine. I feel like you end up kind of like sounding more like a Finnish. Or Italian, even.
Going out.
Jävla skit alltså. Det är en mina här uppe. Nej! You guys just love hanging off ledges, don't they? Exploded. Bro, how do they always have a fucking mine or a grenade or a C4 and Indra? They always have something. It's just hard to push in this game when people have nades and mines and shit. It's like...
Nate's got nothing on me.
It's also the fact that they have like damn combat marking 3 and shit, so like if I down them I just get marked.
Look at that. Off you go.
Bro, what the I love grenades, bro. Yeah, speed glitch with your fucking grenade belong. Fucking loser. Like, he throws an Indra, speed glitch throws an A. Like, what? Like, absolute shitter plays.
That's from me to you. Catch. Hey, want to pitch in? You got it. Here.
Let's see if someone comes this way, but they're not. No.
Congratulations. It's not every day you get to send a bunch of murderous.
Like, I could have
scumbags
just finished
packing.
this guy, but I want to. I wanted to get get the headshot. Man definitely got marred by the Harbinger. Chin the cheeky cunt. Like,
I've just said.
there's a couple people playing. Mexican is playing King of the Hill, I guess. I can just never find matches in King of the Hill. I guess you could try when you're hosting. Obvious. Obvious ad. Like, I don't think any, like, actually good players. I just find it really funny that even like an 8-year-old kid just sounds like a 40-year-old blue collar British man. I think it's unlikely to find players. Uncharted 4 multiplayer is growing. It ain't growing. I can't tell you that much. This game ain't growing. Like, I just want to find some decent matches, bro. I mean, I guess the match wasn't terrible, to be honest. I think it's just like on Mondays we tend to get more viewers than other days, just because people are just like bored of their life at Mondays. So people just like scroll through Twitch or YouTube, whatever, and they find my stream. Wait, I haven't even opened the YouTube chat. What the fuck? I just realized I have a YouTube chat that I haven't opened. Ah! Where the fuck is it, though? I can't see it. Oh. Oh, I never updated it. So I don't think it really comes down to, like, the game growing or anything. I think it's just that people are more bored, and that's why they're coming to stream. If people have something to do, they don't really come to stream. I don't know what's going on with the YouTube stream, though. Is it even live? Oh, it is. I forgot about this. Why is J-Max inviting me, bro? I'm not playing private games. I want to watch game. I'm currently in a room with 24 people, and 22 of them want arc raiders. when was this written? 9:35, an hour ago. What's up, YouTube? What's up, Nate Curry? I feel like that's just like it sounds like a slur. His rank. Who's playing? Roxas Sing. JNT, nah. No, not any teams worth playing. I think we'll have better matches than these. Fucking J-Max. Yeah, I mean, I may play later, but I don't know, man. This game is fucking mangy. So I think generally we tend to get better viewership on like Mondays and Sundays.
You'll note I'm the only
Actual war correspondent around here. It's just not around here. Gone to bed, yeah.
Excuse me, Raptor. Please open your mic.
Open my mic? No thanks.
Really need to have a word with my travel
Hey,
agent after
Raptor, can you
this.
listen me?
I'm gonna mute this guy because he's gonna say some wild shit if I unmute.
Get over here, or I'm done. I won't forget this.
I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe it's just really nice.
Drop him.
Chin the cheeky cunt. Cheeky gint.
Hey, I help.
They have a lot of fouls in their team.
Team effort.
Every night. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to bed at like 10 or 11, you're probably getting proper amounts of sleep. But, who wants to do that?
Glad you came along.
Why am I standing up? I thought I just aimed at a cover. How awful. Like 9 hours. Yeah, I usually get like 6 or 7. Yeah, unfortunately I can't revive. My pack is on cooldown, and if I jump down, I'll just die. 2? That's crazy.
Have a timeout. That felt good.
What are our teammates doing anyway? I love that I didn't get the down for that. I love that position, man. I love just being shot by a bush.
I don't have much longer. When this happens. I thought I was a goner.
Guy is so... Yeah, but it's like, it's not good for your heart, like, or if you just don't get proper sleep.
Teamwork.
It's bad for a lot of things, I think. It's like people that consistently drink alcohol and don't get enough sleep are just like their lifespan is like 30 years less. I love how I'm not getting headshots there somehow. Oh man, that's crazy. Die, thank you.
Anyway.
So many rapes!
Story.
Real stomach issues. Drink your water, eat your protein, eat your fiber. Fiber is by far the most important thing you need to get in. Like, eat an apple. Eat some fucking havrekudder or havreplaster in the morning. Eat some muesli. Feeling like a bunch of clones. How much? No, watch out!
Damn it! I'm going fast.
Careful, careful. Oh yeah, oh yeah. That, I mean, that's pretty common, unfortunately.
That's
Shit
what
on.
we need to do. Great. Hey, I get a co-credit.
That's not too uncommon, so you're probably right.
Dropped one.
I mean, the fact that we're playing a 4v5 like this whole match is just like, yeah, it's obviously not fair.
Got one.
I'm in cover, but sure. Like, could we get a like a late joiner or anything? The game's like, nah, you're gonna have to play a 4v5 the whole game.
Take a load off. See ya.
Yeah, you all need fouls, don't you? Every single person in the team needs a foul, don't they? In a 5v4. This sounds all very bad, Nick. It sounds very, very unpleasant. Yeah, I'm not on cover, I guess not. Okay, an HS from that range? Sure, bro. It's love when this guy I cannot get headshots on, Sweet Queen. Like, every time I aim for the head, I just don't get headshots. It's ridiculous. Even if only his head is visible and getting more headshots. Thank you, Naughty Dog, for giving us an absolutely worthless matchmaking system. Okay, bro. Oh my god.
Little help here, people. No, I'm down.
Get your ass over here.
Make more alts, bro. It would be nice if we get like actual players here in our team.
Coming at ya.
Mm. Like how?
Over here. Or I'm done.
You like that?
This guy's 1 in 10, so it's
I think I just buried the lead.
Man, just naming himself off the penises for some reason.
Help me!
That headshot. Bro, what? My grenade was so delayed. Okay. That guy has like the weirdest lag ever. Like 10 meters behind a wall and he's still hitting like 6 bullets. shriveled sack. His name is just shriveled sack, bro. He's just like, I can't do anything. He's always getting shot in the fucking back.
You won't like me when I'm angry.
Child, bro. Bro! These guys are trying so hard in a match of 5v3. Wait, what? How is he not dead? What? How is this guy not down? Whatever. Literally got a headshot and like 6 body shots on him, but he's like, oh, I'm good. This whole guy's minging. I mean, I got a guy using an RPG, so what can I say? Oh yeah, House of the Dragon Season 3 premiered today. Season 2 was absolute dog shit, but Season 1 was fine, so... We'll see if this one is any decent. How do you always have so many fucking explosives? Like, Night of the Seven Kingdoms was, like, genuinely amazing, so... It's a bit weird how we're getting such, like, despairing quality. Like, there's too many enemies here, man. Yeah, I mean, House of the Dragon is just kind of shit. I mean, some of it is okay, I guess. They just changed so much from the source material for, like, no reason. Like, they'll cut entire characters and just make up new ones. It's like, why? Why not just adapt the existing characters? I remember when C4 used to beep when they were on the ground. I guess Indras are probably better against these guys, to be honest.
Problem, you call an exterminator. Damn it, I'm getting hit. You think I'm scared of you?
Oh my god. That guy is fucking minging. Down. Yeah, I guess this guy isn't too bad. I mean, he's 30-11. We got a full hill, so I mean, we're chilling. I think we can still win. Dude, these guys are trying so hard, like, dude. That's good. I'm gonna try to push up just to keep them from pushing us. Bro, what the
Going out.
fuck's sake? I just love the fact that they're immortal. They're immortal when they're in the fucking gin, man. Like, such a great mechanic that they literally invincible when they're teleporting. Yeah, GG. Is my pack hit there? Unfortunately, my pack did not register through the wall. I don't know understand why our teammate was like on the other side of the map, but yeah, whatever. 18 revives isn't too bad. There's just too many Uncharted players just like beg for attention and try like super hard. I think generally if you're like relevance in the community is dependent on someone else, yeah. There's a word for that, I think. Sure. Alright. Good night. Sleep well, night. It's good. It's good to see. Hope you wish you the best of luck on your renovation. Alright, I guess we can go back to TDM. Just play like one more match. Also, I need to change my. This is still King of the Hill. I need to switch. And I'll switch my IP after this as well. Slams. The Skip Baileys of music critics. Or Bayless. This is still King of the Hill. Like, what? Anna's just trolling now. Partos kuuntelta. MX2-stroke. I just find it really funny though, like these random haters that just come out of the fucking woodwork, like they just like they'll just like say things that make absolutely no sense, and then they find out about you in some way, and they'll just reference things from like 10 years ago, and they have literally no idea what happened. They have no idea about anything. It's just like there's too many of these like just generic shitters in the community. Like the only relevance hinges on other people. It's like if they stream snipe someone else, if they talk shit about someone else, it's like they have like no agency or relevance of their own. It's all dependent on someone else. They're like those, there's like those small fishes you have like following off the sharks. It's just, it is the Uncharted community, eh? UK ways social media ban of everyone except old men who grow big vegetables.
Doing this the old-fashioned way. Shoot everyone!
But it's a tale as old as time, mate. Can't get relevance on your own. You just demand it from others. Bro.
Wanted that one. Adios! So little imagination. Time to throw. Not too much for you. Come mierda y muerte.
Well.
Hurt you.
Why are you up here, bro? Man has ghost on.
Here. All of you. Sorry, culo. You're down.
Bro, this HS recoil, man. I stopped tap firing because I thought he was gonna. Oh yeah, I was just gonna get lucky, but. But like, you know, of course my gun just decides to have the most recoil out of any gun ever in history. Like, I'm really sick of the HS sometimes. Like, yeah, I know I could use a corporate instead, but like,
Catch this.
H is still good.
Hurry up.
Like, you don't have to try as much when you use this gun. It's just when it doesn't shoot straight, it's really frustrating to use. A mine, a grenade. Oh. Mine, a grenade, and also funny that you got people running like Krivosks and shit, being like talking about that they're not using meta weapons. It's like, what are you talking about? Using Krivosks. It's the most overpowered gun in the game. You have no right to talk about anyone else using like a corporate or an HS if using a Krivosks. More power weapons for that matter, I would say you also lose. Your privilege is to talk about anyone's weapon selection if using that.
I'm a hunter, and you're all in season. It's all over for you. Going up. I know what I'm doing. That was both of us.
I'll say the guns that like completely remove your ability to ever say anything about other people's guns is like you run a Krivosk, Arex, Condor, Bow, Raffica. Any power weapon, I would say. To be honest. Balanced pistol.
Catch this. Okay.
Like, yeah, give a pistol the ability to two-shot kill from like 100 meters. What could go wrong?
Got that one. Not going.
Okay, man, I'm still one shot. Interesting. It's one shot for like 8 seconds. Without clicking square.
You finished what I began.
Shut up and die.
You had my help.
Madre Dios.
Okay.
Goodbye. So sad, so long.
Wanna play a new game?
Not going.
Well, I mean, if you search when I do, you may find me.
El mundo es mío. Cago en tus muertos.
Pretty much play around this time every day. It's tree, man.
Siéntate. Vete al infierno.
He's still in that cover?
Going out. Ross, I'm down. I know what I'm doing. I got it. They're knocked down.
that angle. So wow. Good shots.
Got here just in time. Bro, knowledge might help. Step into the inferno. You've beaten them.
GG's.
Calls for
I like
the
your
best
vids. Thank you.
tequila. Someone bring the glasses.
Appreciate the kind words. GG's. But yeah, I pretty much play around the same time every day. And I try to upload my videos pretty consistently. It's just if it takes me like 2-3 hours to get the match up, I just won't upload it. But yeah. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for playing. I'll see you guys back for the next video as well as the next stream. Have a good night. Bye. Hope you guys had a good weekend as well, and hope you guys have a good rest of your week. Good night. Goodbye.